fighters to join them. If he wins tonight, he might be the next title days as a flyweight champion and epic rivalry in the UFC Hall of Fame someday if he can achieve that double champ status.
He's come up to 135. He's won 3 out of 4 fights. Cory, those guys that's kind of floating around that people probably think if he gets a win here, he's not as dynamic as me. He's not as technical as me. And maybe there's some truth to that. He has world-class jiu-jitsu. He has very, very strong grappling.
It's so dangerous, the fact that he can finish fights from wherever. He 35. I mean, you never really think that he's an undersized bantamweight. Obviously, he's fading. But now we see that all the time. These guys move up, and then it's like you put on too much stuff. He brings it on the mic after. He always has something to say. And got to get through Cory Sandhagen.
He's got to cut the cage off. He's got to back him up against. For Figueiredo, is the overhand right.
Has been about his potential as a future. He wants this to be the year that he finally realizes you next as a title challenger. Pretty great timing for him. A fresh matchup for Cory Sandhagen. And fight fans, well, they've always booted golds.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. This guy can do it out there and wrestled and out-wrestled and controlled guys on the mat. He's just always worried about just evolving. He knows that he's taking lessons and keep plugging away, keep moving forward, and just thinks he's better in every asset. He knows that Deiveson
around. He's always on balance. He switches stances. He's very edgy, growing and getting more experience every single time we see him. I mean, he's of some monster, but he's super technical.
Rock Dualis Sandhagen. Here's your tail of the tape for our main event. Cory Sandhagen. Big Bennington has a 2-inch edge in reach. Let's set the table. One
from Wells Fargo Arena here in the great city and state of the evening. 5-round schedule. The Iowa Athletic Commission Executive Director is Chad Bergmeyer, Ron McCarthy. And inside the octagon, your referee, ladies and gentlemen, the judges are ready, the fighters are ready. Blue corner. His background is boxing and Muay Thai. At 5 feet, 4 victories, 4 defeats, with 1 draw. Here's the Here's the former 2-time Figueiredo. Opponent fighting out of the red corner. At 5 feet 11 inches tall. National fights. His record stands at 17 victories. With from Aurora, Colorado. Here is Cory.
All right, gentlemen, been through the rules in the locker room. Want you to obey my commands at all time. Want you to take...
No stranger to 5 rounds. At flyweight, Cory Sandhagen. Add to that an interim title bout with Petr Yan several. Black, he's the favorite. Deiveson, Figueiredo in yellow.
He just finds the mark every single time. Each advantage.
Yeah, he's got long arms, Figueiredo.
Yeah.
Dip for a brief takedown attempt at Figueiredo. Corner for Cory Sandhagen. Carrington Banks, his great friend. Uppercut for Figueiredo as he breaks to the right.
Settling into getting ready for 5-round fights, right? Whereas before he was so effectively, but not overdo it to be able to have that same endurance.
Media stuff, you know.
Shout out Rover.
His manager, I know skits about being an influencer and stuff.
Oh! Sandhagen gives his back to return to his feet.
Oh, he's trying to jump back on. Let's see, Cory's in on those legs now. He's going to drive. But Deiveson's still showing how dangerous and quick he is.
Leg lock, obviously, right now, but Cory's got to be careful. There's a potential heel hook there, but he ain't going to get that.
Whoa, top of the dome.
Massive shot. It's super dangerous.
And Sandhagen unleashing, and that'll
pass that leg off to his right side if he wants.
Oh,
angle of that knee, it's hard to watch.
I don't like that either. Experience that Figueiredo has, this is kind of surprising because
Cory getting a little frustrated here.
He's out.
And And now, more fierce isolated for Figueiredo.
Nice job. Cory cleared it quick that time. Oof. Man, just
very surprising that he is choosing
short time on the clock.
Figueiredo's taking a lot of damage. And he's
5 minutes for Sandhagen. No commercial breaks for the duration of this fight.
Where is this score? No score.
Cory Sandhagen, he was trapped in this leg lock position, but took advantage of it. Dots. Really good round there for Cory Sandhagen.
52.
Deiveson Figueiredo, that was an amateur round. You know,
round two, John, let's go.
They start him for round 2, and we'll see what
Cory Sandhagen's on fire here. I mean, that's a 10-8 round to open. Perfect start. Work by Figueiredo. And powerful.
See the difference, a lot less movement side to side and circling around.
Yeah, you don't want all that wasted movement. Number one is tactical motion. Especially when you're fighting 5.
Figueiredo timed that one well.
That's a nice end.
The top.
Oh,
now Sandhagen.
He's going to go for a leg.
Left leg.
What are you? Did perfectly. Oh. Yeah, he is. Figueiredo seems to have no answer on the ground. I think he's content because of the jiu-jitsu style. He's content to be
from this top position.
Not with those elbows. Again. Try for the knee bar.
This is it to reverse.
There's a inverted heel hook for slicer.
It's gonna do it. Figueiredo looks injured on the. It's the statement that Cory Sandhagen was looking to make.
Legs are all tangled up like that. You're rolling around all over the place. On top, landing some great shots. A tremendous performance from mainly Cory Sandhagen. So, yeah, I mean, look at the knee there. So if Cory goes forward, and he could have popped, but let's have a look.
While he was, you know, putting the finishing touches on it.
A few shots. He's been in there with the best of the best. He's a former type to give up and tap out, so must be serious.
We'll make it official and hear from him next. Muhammad officially on the clock, and he makes his first title defense. Next purchase UFC 315 before May 5th. That's this Monday. You get $10 back inside of Wells Fargo Arena, where Cory Sandhagen, many of them on the ground. Let's make it official.
Have a tap out due to injury. Therefore, we declare your winner.
I'm here with a very impressive Cory Sandhagen.